In today's video, we are talking about how you can get paid when you're working in Web3. So welcome to the video, guys. This is Shivam from CryptoJobsList, and in this video we are answering a question that we very commonly get, and that is, what are the different ways you can get paid when you're working in Web3? So let's say you're somebody who's planning to transition from Web2 to Web3, or maybe you're just going to start out directly after your college, after your degree, or maybe not even a college, you're directly wanting to start in Web3, and you're concerned about how you are actually going to get paid in crypto. So first of all, we'll look at the kind of jobs or the kind of job structures that you will find most commonly in crypto and Web3, and then we'll look at the payment terms or payment methods that you can expect, right? Number one, let's talk about what are the different job roles. So depending on what job role you get into, this job might be structured in a different way. And what do I mean by structure? I mean, it could be a full-time complete employment, it could be a part-time employment, it could very well be a contract position. So for example, in Web3, a lot of marketing positions are actually contract positions, especially with a lot of top DeFi protocols. And this will vary depending on what job you're in. You're a Web3 developer, you're getting into the marketing field, you're getting into BD, which is business development, and it will vary field to field, but it will also vary from project to project. So certain projects you can expect them, for example, completely decentralized protocols, you can expect them to behave in a different way than centralized companies or centralized exchanges, for example. So they're going to behave in a little bit of a different way, because as a registered company, each of them are going to face different legal obligations from their end based on where they are registered as well, right? So that's an important factor to consider. There is a little bit of flexibility expected from the people working in the space as well as the companies here. Now let's say you've finalized, okay, let's say you're going to be a full-time employee or contractor, you're done with that. Now you want to look at what are the different payment methods. Now when it comes to mostly decentralized protocols, you can get paid in crypto mostly, or you can expect to get paid in crypto mostly, just because of the sheer reason because they are completely decentralized. So they'll either end up paying you in ETH, in Bitcoin, or in their native token or stable coins. And most of the times you can kind of request them whenever you're talking to them about these payment terms to get paid in a very specific crypto. And again, it depends protocol to protocol if they're comfortable in paying whatever specific token. But most of these guys, they have, if you actually look at the tokenomics, they have allocated a very small portion, and sometimes small, sometimes substantial enough portion for salaries and for building the protocol, and they are kind of usually denoted in their own token, which is then usually converted into stables and paid to the people working through the foundation of that protocol. But if you're working in centralized companies or centralized exchanges, you might have an option to choose for kind of getting paid in crypto as opposed to getting paid in fiat. And fiat, of course, will depend on where you are based, how you're going to get paid from that, if there are transfer services available for kind of also easy transfer services available or not. And when it comes to crypto, you can get paid in crypto as well, but please do expect to send invoices. It's most of the companies here, they are going to need some kind of invoice because they want to have regulatory clarity as well on their end and not have any legal obligations after they have paid you. So it's kind of more or less an expected practice that you'll send them an invoice. If you're an employee, it's a different kind of situation altogether because you're going to sign an employment contract. If you're a freelancer, if you're a contractor, you are going to send invoices more often than not, right? So that's another thing that you have to consider. All right, to quickly summarize this, when you're working for centralized companies, centralized projects, you can expect both the payment methods available, getting paid in crypto as well as getting paid in fiat, based on what's available also in your home country, because you are going to pay taxes wherever you are based, and depending on your home country or depending on the country where you are getting paid, the taxes might differ as well. But also on the second side of things, if you're working for decentralized protocols, more often than not, you will have kind of a better chance of getting paid in crypto as opposed to fiat in that case. And also finally, based on the job structure, based on if you're a full-time employee or based on if you're a contractor, these payment terms can vary as well. So that's a wrap up for this video, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Make sure to keep sending us your questions so that we can answer them here as well as in our blog.